Yo, what is up, all you primetime players, all you primetime fans, all you newcomers that's just coming on to the podcast? This is the Primetime Thoughts podcast, and I am your host, Zachariah Scott. So, it is finally March Madness time. It's finally time to start whipping out y'all brackets, start going through, seeing who's the best at what, and who the best at this, and who the best at that, and stuff like that. So, normally, my brackets, I'll be making it at least into the final four, sometimes the final round. I make it deep into the brackets when it comes down to especially the women's side, but on the men's side. So today for this podcast episode, I'm gonna be helping y'all out with y'all brackets right before we we got tomorrow's games. So y'all, for all you people that's last minute coming up with brackets, seeing which matchup is which and stuff like that, here's y'all help. All right, so since I'm from the South, we're gonna start off with the South bracket. So going into the South, excuse me, I really like Auburn. Auburn's gonna be the easy win. Auburn is probably best team in the tournament right now. One of the best teams in the tournament. I like Louisville. Louisville always has a good program. I like Louisville. They always got a nice little team over there. I'm going with Louisville. Michigan is another good one. South's gonna be pretty easy when it comes down to it. Texas A&M. I like Texas A&M right here. I feel like Texas A&M got a good team. This is gonna be a real good matchup in 4 or 5. Now, when it comes down to Yale, don't be surprised if Yale breaks y'all bracket. And here's a real shocker. We're going to get into this 6 and 11, North Carolina. Now, people were saying, like, North Carolina really shouldn't be in the running, right? North Carolina is starting to put it on right now. North Carolina is starting to come alive, and they're hot right now. They've been playing games. You can't really say even North Carolina is having some memorable games because they lost to Kansas, they lost to Auburn, big. They lost to Alabama, big. They lost to Florida. Florida is close. Florida is one of the close ones. Duke, they lost to Duke by 17, but this is probably with a healthy Cooper Flag. They lost to Clemson. They lost to Duke 2 more times, most likely. But this recent game is only by 3, and I believe that's without Cooper Flag in that game. And like ESPN like to say, after being on the bubble for most of the season, the Tar Heels are dancing once again, looking to add an all-time wins record in the NCAA tournament. The North Carolina, the Tar Heels offense is led by senior guard R.C. Davis, who has 17 points. The Tar Heel advancement places is with really on the front court. North Carolina struggles to be NCAA tournament calities this season. Struggled to win tight, close games. Most recently to Duke in the ACC. So ESPN odds makers have Ole Miss. And if we look at points wise, North Carolina scores more points, but they also give up more points. Ole Miss, they're at least giving you 77-71. They both don't have a good record against the top 25 team. North Carolina has more of the rankings base, and I would say North Carolina has a better conference record. So, this being said, I'm going North Carolina. I don't know about y'all. I'm going North Carolina, and that might mess me up. This might mess me up early, but I wouldn't be surprised if North Carolina pulls it off. But this is about the only time. I think after this, North Carolina's bouncing because I have number 3 seed winning. I got Marquette, and then I got Michigan State. All right, moving on to the east side of the bracket. I got Duke. Even with Cooper Flag being out, I still feel like Duke could at least get to the second round, and then you get Cooper Flag back in. Anytime Cooper Flag is supposed to be back for the second round. Now, unless they come out and say he's declaring for the draft, he's not playing for the tournament, because he's already viewed as a number 1 overall pick. he really doesn't need the tournament, but the tournament, him playing Cooper Flag playing well in the tournament could bring in more endorsements and bring him in more money and stuff like that. So I could see Cooper Flag playing, but it's gonna be for pride of Duke and possibly going back, and for the endorsements in NIL, whatever money he can get. So, I'm not pick. My bad. I did not mean to pick this early. Okay, is there a way to avoid that? I still want to preview this, right? So I'm not picking this so early. I do like Mich. I don't know why. I really want to take Baylor in this, but I also like Mississippi State. I'm liking Mississippi State, but I could see Baylor pulling it off. Even though their marginal gap is better. They have a weaker against top 25. I'm going Baylor. I'm going Baylor. That's Oregon. That's Arizona. This one I'm going BYU, Wisconsin. Man. Man. Winning against you, this is all the men's, so man. I wanna I'm gonna take St. Mary, and then that's Alabama. Alright. Now going to the Midwest. Going into the Midwest of my first round. I'm taking Houston. This one I'm taking Georgia. I'm taking Gonzaga. I'm taking Clemson over McNeese. I'm glad McNeese made it to the tournament, but I'm taking Clemson. Purdue. I'm taking Illinois. Even if Texas does get in, I'm still taking Illinois. I'm taking Kentucky. I'm going UCLA. I'm going Tennessee. Finally, going to the West. This is going to be easy for me. I'm going Florida. I'm going UConn. I'm going UConn in the first round. I'm going Memphis, Maryland, Missouri, Texas A&M. I'm going Arkansas versus Kansas. I'm going Arkansas versus Kansas. Let me make sure I'm looking at. Yeah, they're only one win off. Everybody still has roughly around a good scoring. I don't know why. I'm liking Arkansas. And then I'm taking St. John's as my number 2. All right, now going into my second round, my round of 32. This is gonna be much faster. I'm taking Auburn over Louisville. I'm taking Michigan over Texas A&M. I'm taking Iowa State over North Carolina. Still tricky about that one. That might be the Ole Miss one. Don't be surprised if I come back later and change that. I'm taking Michigan State. I'm taking Michigan State over there. I'm going Florida over UConn. I think UConn doesn't have the team to make it that far, but UConn is still a good team. They still have good coaching. I'm taking Memphis over Maryland. I'm taking Texas A&M over Missouri, and I like St. John's over Arkansas. All right, going in round 23 on my east side. Duke over Baylor. Arizona and Arizona and fucking and Oregon. Arizona and Oregon. I'm liking Arizona too. I'm liking Arizona too. Man. Yeah. I'm taking Arizona. BYU and Wisconsin. I'm taking Wisconsin. I'm taking Alabama over St. Mary. Getting into my Midwest, I'm taking Houston over Gonzaga. Don't be surprised if that's the upset. This might be where number one goes down. This Houston and Gonzaga. Houston might go down in the round of 32. So that might be my first number one that actually goes down early. I'm taking Purdue over Clemson. I like Kentucky over whoever they got in the round of 32. I think Kentucky's still moving on. I like Tennessee over UCLA. Now, where am I at? I'm in my Sweet 16. Now I'm moving into my Sweet 16 in the South. I like Auburn over Michigan. I like Duke over. This is assuming that Cooper Flag is still in there. Cooper Flag is back, right? Now if Cooper Flag is not back, then definitely go Arizona over Duke. Now, I do believe Duke is gonna at least get to the Sweet 16 without Cooper Flag, but they're gonna need Cooper Flag by the time they get to the Sweet 16 because Arizona is gonna be a tough out. Arizona or Oregon, whoever they meet in the Sweet 16 is gonna be tough, and they're gonna need Cooper Flag. So I'm gonna take Duke, assuming that Cooper Flag is back. I'm taking Alabama over Wisconsin. All right, and then my last. Where am I at? Okay, I see where I'm at. And then in my South Sweet 16, I'm taking Michigan State. So I have number one Auburn and number two. I'm gonna just keep going. I have number one. Yeah, I'm number one Auburn. I have Michigan State, and I have Duke and Alabama. I think this Duke and Alabama gonna get real interesting real soon. I'm about to. Y'all go see what I'm about to have cook up. So coming down to the bottom of the bracket, I like Florida over Memphis. Like Florida over Memphis. I'm gonna take Texas Tech over St. John. Actually, no, I'm going St. John. I'm taking Tennessee over Kentucky, and then I got Houston over Purdue. Again, Houston is probably gonna be the number one that goes out first. All right, coming down to it, I'm gonna stick with the bottom half of my bracket. I got Florida and St. John's. I'm going Florida. And then I got number one Houston versus number two Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee. So I got Florida and Tennessee first in my final four. So for this one, I have Auburn and Michigan State. I'm taking Auburn, and then I have Duke and Alabama. Even if Cooper Flag is back, I'm still taking Alabama. So Duke and Houston are gonna be gone for me. So now we get down to the final four. I have a number one. I have two number ones and two number twos. So, if we preview this, Auburn, Florida, which we recently saw, the odds prediction has Auburn over Florida, and I believe we recently just saw this game anyway. I freaking know we recently saw this game. It says the last time they met up, which would be February the 8th. It was Auburn taking L 90-81 on their side. Yeah. I have Florida making it to the national championship, and I have Alabama making it to the national championship. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh man, he's got all SEC teams. He thinks all SEC." No, I'm not going SEC favor. I'm not going SEC heavy. Like, no, I just believe that they have better teams, better depth, better programs. And then for this bracket, for my national championship, I like Florida. I'm taking Florida. If I gotta go a tiebreaker, they just put up 90 and 81. If I had to preview, yeah, they're putting up points. They are putting up points. All right. So, for my official men's bracket, I have Florida winning. And that's for my men's side. Now, for my women's side, this is getting into my women's side of the bracket. This I'm about to really lock in on this women's side. All right. But this is still going to be a breeze when it comes down to it. I like UCLA. Going UCLA in Region 1. I'm going. I'll go Richmond. Ole Miss, Baylor, Florida State, LSU, Michigan or Harvard. I'm sorry, it's Harvard. I'm going Michigan, and then I'm going NC, and this is for Region 1. Region 1 is kind of tough. Let's go Region 2. South Carolina. I like. If I had to preview this. Oh no, never mind. Utah. I like Alabama. I like Maryland. I'm gonna take Virginia State. Whatever happens to that 11th spot, I'm still going Virginia State. I'm going North Carolina. I'm going Oregon, and then I'm going Duke. All right, going Region 3. I'm in Region 3 now. Texas. This is 8 versus 9. I'm going Illinois, Tennessee over South Florida, Ohio State, Michigan, Notre Dame, Louisville, TSU. Oh, that TSU versus Louisville. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm stopping to watch that game. I'm going to find that game. TSU versus Louisville. Hopefully Louisville can make it. All right. Region 4. Moving into Region 4. USC. I'm going California. Kansas State. Kentucky. Iowa. Oklahoma State. UConn. Sticking in Region 4. UConn. Oklahoma State. Kentucky. USC. Going to Region 3. Round 23. Round 23. Going Texas. I like Tennessee here over Ohio State. I like Notre Dame over Michigan. And of course, got TSU versus Louisville, but that's still going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a close one. All right, moving into round 32, Region 1. I like UCLA. I'm going Baylor. I'm going LSU versus LSU over Florida State. And I'm going NC. I'm going NC State over Michigan. All right, moving into Region 2. South Carolina over Utah. I like Alabama over Maryland. I'm going North Carolina over Virginia State, West Virginia. Sorry. And then I'm going Duke over. I don't like this bottom half of it. Man, it's like South Carolina got put in the easiest region. If South Carolina don't make it out this region, I would be surprised. South Carolina definitely got to make it out this region, as long as everybody stays healthy. But also it puts South Carolina putting South Carolina away from everybody. So it still leaves good matchups. I like Notre Dame over TCU. I think I filled out everyone. Yeah. Moving into Sweet 16, I like Notre Dame over TCU. I like UConn over Oklahoma. I like USC over UConn. And then I like Texas over Tennessee. Going back up, I like in my Sweet 16, I like UCLA over Baylor. South Carolina over Alabama. I like South Carolina over Alabama. I'm going to take Duke and North Carolina. Who? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm going to take Duke. And NC State versus LSU. I like LSU. All right, going into it. This is my Elite Eight. Starting at the bottom. Yeah, starting at the bottom? No, starting at the top. I like, man, I know people gonna be like, man, you bandwagon LSU. I'm like, I feel like LSU can at least make it to the Final Four. I feel like LSU could still give UCLA, as long as everybody's healthy. I like LSU. I like LSU over UCLA. I don't know if LSU's getting past the Elite Four though. I don't know. Yeah, the Elite Eight. I don't know if they get past the Elite Eight. Anyways, South Carolina over Duke. Scrolling down. So in my Final Four, I got LSU, and then I got South Carolina on the other side. Scrolling down, I got USC versus UConn. USC versus UConn. So this is the matchup everybody's going to be looking for. Also, I can't wait for this matchup. I'm going USC. And then another great matchup. By the time we get to Elite 8, this is going to be a great matchup. This is when the bracket really going to show out. And this is where everybody's really going to pay attention to the women's tournament versus the men's side. But I like Notre Dame over Texas. I don't know why. I got a feeling Notre Dame over Texas. So I got a number 1 and a number 3. A number 1 and a number 3. I'm taking South Carolina in the national championship, and I got USC and a national championship. As far as my national champion winners, I like the real SC Southern California. Fight on, Trojans. Fight on. You guys are my national championships. Juju Watkins is my national player of the year. Fight on, Trojans. Fight on. With that being said, this has been my bracket. If you disagree with my bracket, please leave a comment right down below. It's going to be right there. Leave a comment right down below if you disagree with my bracket. If you think I messed up somewhere or I should have took something else, let me know which round, which matchup, where you think I messed up at. If you don't like my bracket, show me your bracket. Tell me who you got for your national championships. Leave a comment right there down below. Let me know. Also, if you want to take the challenge with me and my friends and what we're doing, we're filling out the bracket. I'm sharing the link right there down below in the description. If you want to take the challenge with us, fill out your bracket. Come on, it's public anyway. Have some fun with it. Just have some fun with it, man. We're gonna keep doing the bracket all year. It's been a great season as far as college basketball. So, with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. This has been your boy Zachary Scott from the Primetime Thoughts Podcast. I'll catch y'all real soon. Peace. Thank y'all for watching.